Hi, everybody. I thought I would come on today and talk about never settling for less ever again in your life and love, because I talk a lot about not settling for less in regards to toxic or abusive relationships. But it's not just about that. I see people settling for less everywhere and in every aspect of their lives. For example, staying together in a relationship for the sake of the kids when neither of you is happy, let alone bringing out the best in each other, is settling for less. Or spending years in a job you absolutely hate instead of fighting for your dream career and life, that's settling for less. Or slipping into the same old habits and patterns of behavior with siblings and going into that childhood role you always play within the family, even though you're all now adults. And the thought of going to those family events makes you cringe. That can be settling for less, or drinking too much, eating unhealthy food, never exercising and treating your body with respect. That's settling less than what you deserve as well. And what happens when you settle for less over time is that it becomes your acceptable new normal. Your barrier of self-worth just gets lower and lower, and you start to resign yourself to the fact that this is how your life is now. Get over it. And if we look at that, the relationship I was talking about a minute ago, if you're settling for less by staying together for the sake of the kids, even though you're both miserable and unhappy, then you're going to start to feel resentment towards the other person you feel trapped with. You have both been looking to the other to find completeness and joy, but they can't see you, hear you, love you in the way that you want them to, because they're depending on you to complete them and make them happy and feel good about themselves. So you both have this sort of empty bucket inside, but the empty buckets have holes in them. And you neither can fill the void within the other. And so you stay trapped, both settling for less, unhappy, and in this cycle of loneliness and unhappiness, even though you're sleeping beside them in your bed, and or if you think about settling for less at work, then, the years will go by. You're going through the motions. It's like Groundhog Day. You wake up every morning unmotivated and uninspired by the week ahead, and you put one foot in front of the other and keep your head down, and you just can't wait till Friday. And then come Sunday, you're already dreading that the week is going to be repeated all over again. Does this sound familiar to you? There's no passion. You've got no idea of what your purpose in life is anymore, and you're just bored. Or looking at the example I said of families, you may drive to a family event and start to tense up. And you're on high alert for the moment when someone's going to press your buttons. And when they do, you try not to react, and you do what you always do, which is settle for less and shapeshift. You go back into your well-known childhood role of the people pleaser, the peacemaker, and you suppress all your feelings and your opinions, and you try to keep the peace until you just get through that event and get home. And then you just want to scream in annoyance and frustration, because it just irritates you so much, but you keep settling and not speaking out and setting clear boundaries with your family. Does any of this make sense to you or feel familiar to you? How often do you listen to friends pouring their heart out to you on the phone, and then they hang up and they've never even asked you how you are, and you just keep putting up with it over and over again? Or you eat at an expensive restaurant and it's an average meal with really bad service, and you're disappointed, but you swallow it. You keep just saying nothing. And when the waiter comes over and says, "How is everything?" you say, "Great." And then you're just annoyed with yourself that you haven't spoken out. All of this is settling for less. And if this is you, then you're playing a role. You're not living authentically as you. And that gets exhausting. Always having to shape shift and mold yourself to suit the occasion and put everyone else's needs first above your own. It's exhausting. Trust me, I know, because I lived like that for years. And worse, as the years go by, your life gets less and less satisfying and more joyless. And you start to wonder who on earth you are anymore and why you feel so lost and why you give and give and give and everyone just takes, and why happiness seems so elusive to you. So many women say this to me. It's so common, and why they put others' needs first above their own, suppress their feelings and opinions with friends, family, relatives, at work, why they people please, why they don't show up for themselves and set strong boundaries, or fear the future, or stick at a loveless relationship way past its use-by date. And I say that's because you're settling for less than you deserve in every aspect of your life, in love and in life. And then these women, they come to me because the years have gone by. And they've done this for so long that it's become their new normal. It's become their dysfunctional comfort blanket. And they think it's too late. They say, "Is it too late for me?" And I say, no, it's never too late. But you know what? If you keep living your life where you settle for less than you deserve, one day you will wake up and look back at your life with regret and think, where did all those years go? When I had the chance to do something, why didn't I? Life's too short, really is too short. I realized that when I lost my mother last year. Life is too short to stay in a loveless marriage for the sake of the kids. Life is too short to always give and have everyone always take. And if this sounds like you, then let me know in the comments below and message me or book a free call with me. But, my time is valuable, and I only say to do this if you are at that point in your life where you are sick and tired of feeling absolutely sick and tired of never always settling for less than you deserve in your life. And only if you are ready to take action today to change it and fight for your dream relationship, your dream career, and to step up into more empowered, confident you who never settles, who has strong boundaries, has high sense of self-worth. So only book that call if you are at that point and you are ready to put you first. And I hope that's helpful, because I do talk a lot about not settling for less, and you can do it in every aspect of your life. It doesn't have to just be when I'm talking about toxic relationships or abusive relationships. We can be walked all over as doormats in many, many ways. When you're in your family and you just all slip into those childhood roles that make you feel less than or not good about yourself, you can set those boundaries and change the way you are, the dynamics of those relationships. It is possible to do this, and it's never too late. So I hope that's given you some clarity around not settling for less. Let me know in the comments below if you feel that you are, and what your dream life and dream career looks like. If you had no fear and you started showing up for yourself and only ever accepting the best that you deserve, because you do deserve it. All right. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and have a fantastic day.